Hi everybody, good morning, happy Thursday. I hope you're all doing well. Today we are going to be talking about a different type of measuring. We've talked about measuring with height before, and that means seeing if something is taller or shorter. And we're still going to be talking about that type of measuring, but today we're learning about a new one. And this type of measuring is seeing if something feels heavy or if something feels light. And we are going to do some different activities to talk about that. Some things we are going to think about today when we're measuring to see if something feels heavy or if something feels light is, what is it made of? Is it made from paper? Is it made from plastic? Or is it made from something else? Is there anything on the inside? Is it bigger? Is it smaller? So today we are just going to start thinking about these things, and Miss C will make another video where we can use a scale to measure. But let's get started and try out some of our activities. So one of the ways we can see if something is heavier or lighter is to first look at it. Look at what we have. So what is this? This is a small piece of paper. And is paper light or heavy? Well, one little piece of paper like this is pretty light. It feels very light in my hands. And what is this? This is a block. And what do you think the block is made of? It's made from plastic. We have a small piece of paper and we have a block. So I'm going to drop them and see what happens. Do you hear that sound? That means that's one sign that's telling us that the block is heavier than the paper. When the paper drops, it's a very light sound. And the paper even sort of floats down a little bit. But the block, it's very heavy when it drops. Even in my hands, the paper feels much lighter than the block. So I would say the block is heavier than the little piece of paper. The next two things we're going to measure to see if they're heavy, which one is heavy and which one's lighter, is a toilet paper roll and a whiteboard marker. So if we're just looking at the toilet paper roll and the whiteboard marker first, what do you notice about them? What are some things you see? One of the first things I see when I look at the toilet paper roll and the marker is that the marker is taller than the toilet paper roll. When I'm touching the toilet paper roll, something I see is that it's made from paper. And last time we've learned that paper can be pretty light. So we have paper, and the marker is made from different types of plastic. So just by holding the toilet paper roll and the marker in my hands, I can also see that the toilet paper roll doesn't have anything on the inside. There's nothing in the inside. But the marker is full on the inside with our marker. So which one do you think would be heavy? More heavy, which one? The marker does feel more heavy to me, and that could be because it's made with plastic and there's a marker on the inside. It's not open on the inside like the toilet paper roll. Let's drop them and listen to the sounds. So I'll drop the toilet paper roll first. So we heard a little sound when it fell on the tray. And let's try the marker. It sounded much louder. Let's try it again. So by holding it in my hands and seeing what's on the inside and what they're made of, I think the marker feels heavier than the toilet paper roll. Something else that we're going to look at to see if it's heavier or lighter is a book and a little stuffed animal. So looking at my book and looking at the bear, what are some things you can see? Which one is taller, the book or the teddy bear? The book is much taller than the teddy bear. It would have to be a lot of teddy bears to be as tall as the book. What do you think a book is made of? Well, inside our book, there's lots of paper. We talked about one piece of paper being light, but when you have lots of pieces of paper all together, it can be pretty heavy. What else is something that you noticed? If you have a stuffy at home and you're holding it, how does it feel? It feels very, very soft because they have lots of stuffing inside of them, almost like cotton balls. And do you think cotton balls would be heavy or soft? Think of a little pom-pom. It would be pretty light. So which one do you think would be heavy, the book or the teddy bear? And which one do you think would be light, the book or the teddy bear? We're going to drop, well, before we drop them, Miss C is going to hold them in my hands. Holding it right now, the book feels much heavier than the teddy bear. But I'm also going to drop them so that you can hear the sounds. So let's start with the book. Oh, that was a loud sound. And let's listen for the teddy bear. So there's kind of a quiet sound. Let's try it again. So the book sounded much louder, and the book feels much heavier in my hand than the teddy bear. So if you look in your learning package, there's a worksheet called Heavy, Light. Heavy and light. And there's all kinds of different pictures on the bottom of the page. And what we're going to do is see if a picture is heavy or if the picture is something that is light, and we'll put them in the boxes. So the first thing you're going to need is a glue stick. So you can put some glue on your paper. So Miss C is going to pick her first picture. What's this a picture of? This is a leaf. Is a leaf heavy or is a leaf light? Think about a leaf on a tree. When you pick it up on the ground, is it heavy when you hold it or light when you hold it? Light. A leaf is pretty light, so we'll put it under light. What about this animal? What is this animal? An elephant. Do you think an elephant is heavy or do you think an elephant is light? Well, what do we know about elephants? An elephant is a really, really big animal and it's really strong. So we're going to put it in heavy. What's this a picture of? This is a house. Do you think a house would be heavy or light? If you're not sure, this isn't a dollhouse, so this isn't something for one of your toys. This would be a house or an apartment that you live in. Do you think you could pick up your house with both of your hands? No, probably not. So that means it would be heavy. Let's try another one. What's this a picture of? This is an ant. And what is an ant? An ant is a little bug. It's very, very small. It's hard to see with your own eyes unless you see it very closely. So do you think a little ant, a little bug, would be heavy or light? A little ant is going to be very light. And our last picture, what animal is this? This is a whale. And where do whales live? Whales live in the ocean. They are very, very big. The biggest animal in the world is a blue whale. So if whales are one of the biggest animals in the world, do you think they're going to be heavy or do you think they'll be light? They're very big and very strong. Whales would be heavy. Great job. Bye everybody. Thank you so much for measuring with me today and learning all about if something is heavy or if something is light. And like I said at the beginning of the video, today we're just starting to learn about if something feels heavy or if something feels light. Another video I'll make about this is we'll use something called a scale, and you can ask your families about what a scale means. If you had fun seeing if something feels heavy or light, something you can do is to find different things at home. Put them in your hands and feel them. Tell me if you think something feels heavy or light and how you figured that out. I can't wait to see all of your different things that you're working on. Have fun working on our heavy and light worksheet from our package, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.